Hi, my name is Yassine, and I'll be explaining my app right now. And this app is a e-commerce backend. So, internet retail, also known as e-commerce, is the largest sector of the electronics industry, gathering an estimated 29 trillion in 2019. E-commerce platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce provide a suite of services and businesses to of all sizes. Services to businesses of all sizes. Due to their prevalence, understanding the fundamental architecture of these platforms will benefit me as a full stack developer. So the build information, yeah, to build my goal was to build the backend of an e-commerce site by modifying starter code. I configured a working Express JS API to use SQLize to interact with my SQL database. Yeah. So some of the problems and solutions was because this application won't be deployed, I will be needing to create this walkthrough video to demonstrate its functionality and and all the acceptance criteria uh, that are being met. Yeah. So we're going to yeah. And yeah. So pretty much the whole app is just I wanted to build a backend for my e-commerce website that uses the latest technologies. All right. So to run this application, well, to begin, we should do an npm install. This will install everything that's in package JSON, and just in case, let's say like there isn't maybe like for any reason if something did not install, um there are in the readme you will find in the installation instructions there are instructions for which packages we need to run this program. All right, so now let's go ahead and begin. um to start the application, we will be running npm start. All right. So as you can see, the app connects successfully to the server, and this is because our .env has been modified with our database name, with the username, and also the password. This connects to in config connection. We go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and add some comments here, just to as we go along. So what this is doing is importing the .env configuration file, which is being also ignored by our get ignore file, and this is for web security. This is for security for our database. Yeah, and so we have a connection here, a successful connection. Awesome. Moving on to what I had to do next um, to make this work, to make this functional, was to seed our columns, right? So to run the seeds, we had to create the columns. All right. So starting with the category, fairly simple. All we did was we category init. We made an ID. So this is an ID, um, and the ID has the data type for it is an integer. It's a primary key. It auto increments, and it does not allow null. So the user cannot leave this blank, and it only has one column which the user actually needs to fill out, which will be category, which is the name of the category, which is also not allowed to be null, and the data type is string. That was rather simple. Um, so we did this for products as well. So products. So my what I did was I just had them side by side like this, and I looked at each of the columns, and I went ahead or yeah. So yeah, right. So then I just copied that. So there were no errors. I copied it. I copied the product name, like the title of each of these, and pasted it, and then type data type, and then just what it should what the data type should be. We filled that in. Like I filled that in, like what the data type should be, if it should be, if and none of them are allowed to be null. So that's pretty cool. Validate um, is something that I added in just to add something a little bit extra. I'm not sure if it was actually in the requirements, but you know, it's fairly simple. We just do validate, and then inside the brackets we put one of the properties, uh, and I said true for is numeric and is decimal to just check if it's a decimal for the price, and to check the stock to make sure that the stock is all in numeric. And the category ID is the foreign key to sorry yeah. So since the primary, this uses the um, category ID as a foreign key, so we reference the model and the key. The model is category, which at the bottom over here in category we state that it was category, and here the model name is product, and the key was ID, which was the first um, which is the first um, which is the first property. Yeah. So then moving on over here, we did the same thing for. I keep saying we, but I meant like me. Like I did this for all of these. So yeah, we did them. We did it for all of it. For product tag ID, product ID. Again, I just had it side by side, and tag ID. Um, is the so we reference this right here with the model, and the data type is integer. Same thing for tag. And the only thing we had to really fill in for tag was tag name. All right, cool. So and that was really simple. So I'm gonna close I'm gonna end the server here, and then what I'll do is run the command to which is npm run seed, and this is the command to actually seed into the database. And when I hit enter, you'll see everything has been seeded into the database, and this is because we actually created the DB, which you can find in under DB, the schema. And so what we do is we just copy this and we paste it onto our onto the MySQL workbench, which I can open up and show. So you can open up workbench and just type in your password. And once this opens, oh, see, all right. So we go ahead and copy from the DB, and I'm not gonna drop it because it has all our information in it, even though we could just see it again. I just find it a little bit pointless. And then yeah, you just go ahead and run that, and after that's been done, you will use the DB. And this was just me running a little test. So if you wanted to go ahead and make sure that everything is up and running before you start doing the routes, you could, but you could also just do that from the routes as well. So you could just use the e-commerce, and as you can see and I will show the routes now. All right, moving forward to route API. Oh, actually, what we didn't talk about yet was the index. Right, important. So this is just importing the models. The index, we just talked about how like the foreign key for products is category ID. The foreign key for, oh, and then it says here the categories has many products. Categories have many products, which we use the has many method, and the foreign key is still category ID. And on delete, we're gonna cascade, so that just means it deletes everything associated to that ID, that category ID. Simple enough. This from line 18, they kind of gave us the the comment literally had the code in it. So product belongs to many tags, and through product product tag, right? And this is a product tag is the name of. So if you go to product tags, or here's the model name, right? So we're just referencing the model names here. Yeah, simple enough. And then same thing over here. So it does function the way it should. Just gonna double check over here, making sure everything looks okay. Right? So product tag, we have index. Huh. Alright, so moving forward. I noticed that was fairly simple. Maybe a little bit too easy. Might have to go back and double check on that and make sure I understand that that part perfectly, because maybe I may have not did that. I may have not got that part of the code perfect upon further inspection, but I'm gonna continue on, and I will revisit that, and if there are any errors, I will recreate. I mean, I will update the repository and resubmit. Okay, so moving forward now, I believe it should be good though. We're gonna talk about the. Oh, these I just opened up all the seeds, so we're gonna talk about the routes. Okay, so routes now. Okay, so we're gonna start with the index, I guess. So the router over here, we're gonna use the router, and we're gonna send a message which just says wrong route if we try to open it, like if we just try to go to here. It's better if I just show you, right? Okay, so we have here get new request. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, we gotta start the server. npm start to start and send. Wrong route. So we just did a API, like there's no we didn't use any of the routes, so it's just gonna say wrong route because this is just a blank, there's nothing there, so we're gonna show a blank page that says wrong route. All right, moving. So that's just I'm not sure what it's called, maybe like a little front end thing to, yeah, maybe like a safety net. I'd call it a safety. It's like a safety net, yeah. All right, so let's start with the category routes. So we did the try catch block here. So I decided to go with this because I found that it's again like a little bit of a safety net. It does the async await as well. I like this method of coding. I did do like the other one as well, and maybe like one of the examples, and I just ended up going back to the try catch. I'm not sure which one's better. I'm not sure if there even is one that is better than the other, but I liked using this method. I'm sure that a lot of people also enjoy using this method, as well. A lot of people like using the other one as well. I feel like it's more preference. I think it is preference actually. So but if I'm wrong about that, please just let me know in the comments. I would like to know what your opinion is on that actually. Would you rather do the try catch or the other method, which I will show later? So in the so we created a constant, and we just call it category data. Category find all, simple. Include product name, and then so this includes because we have to include the associated products, the attributes over here. We just name the attributes of what we want. We could just say maybe we don't want the ID of the product, maybe we just want product name, and maybe we don't want the category ID because that's already going to be showing. We could take that out, and we're gonna, so when this prints out, what it will show is all the categories and the associated products to those categories. And with the products, what it will list is the product ID, the product name, price, and stock. And this is what it will return. However, if there's an error, and let's say there is no categories right at that right in the database, it will just return a 404 error. So now we will be pulling categories, and the way to do that is to do \API. If we go to the index over here, you can see that it is \categories, right? So simple. We're gonna send this GET request, and we can see all our categories right here. Cool. And sorry, as I mentioned before, we have the ID, we have the so for the products, so we have the category name, and then the products ID, product name, price, stock, and category ID. So the reason the category ID is still showing is because I started the server before calling the GET request, and that's why the category is still appearing. But if I were to restart the server, then the category ID would not be there. All right. Now the next requirement was to get by ID. So we do categories, and let's say we want to just see category 3, which is music. Okay, so now that we got category 3, as you can see, like it just with the ID, this is what is posting. Pretty cool, right? Now we will do the post request. So in Insomnia, we go to post, and we change the yes, we do. We change the URL to categories, making sure that's set to categories at the top. And what we need here is category name, which is the only requirement. Oh, category, not categories, right? That should be category. Alrighty, and then next we have so anything, right? So we could do sports. Alright, we'll do sports, and we're gonna send that. And now you can see it says here ID 6, category name sports. We're gonna do a GET request with the ID 6, and this was just added to the database as we've just posted. Alright, so now we're gonna update. Cool. Updating is awesome, right? Let's go ahead and do a put request, and we're gonna do category, and let's say the ID we're gonna update ID 6, and can I just copy this? Alright, and let's change this from sports to glasses. I wear glasses, so. Alright. Ooh, wrong route. Interesting. Did it update though? Let's check. Still sports. Okay. Not concerned because I know it's working, so I'm gonna just right, it's not category. Okay, so making sure that the URL is correct here. So categories. All right, so we want it to be categories, and there we go. Now we're gonna send. Check it out. It went ahead and updated, so I'm gonna know. There we go. You can see that it's glasses. It was just sports, but now that we did the GET, it's glasses. All right, so now that that's working, we're just go ahead and get rid of it because the next requirement was to delete. I'm sorry, I'm not going over like the actual code behind it. I guess I can go back and do that really quickly. It's we talked about this. The post is it's just a category dot create rect dot body, which gets what is inserted into the body of the JSON, with the JSON file, right? And then it posts it, right? It takes the data. Same thing over here with the put. We're just doing a category.update. instructor Ali explained this very well in like the first couple of days of class, and yeah, he just stressed this part very like well and into my memory, so I understand this very well now. Um, Catch error, which there was none. So let's go ahead and talk about the delete. It's delete is category.destroy, where ID is equal to rec.params, which gathers the ID from the URL from the request, right? All right. So let's go ahead and delete number 6, and it's category 6. And you can see it says 1. Maybe we could do like a better message, so that like it's not necessary, but you could say something like, so you can say something like a category has been removed from the database, and that message will be there. I just have to restart the server to make that happen, but yeah, it's simple. Let's go ahead and talk about product routes. This is a bit more, and this is actually where, so it's pretty much the same thing with the get, right? We just do a same thing, but instead of referencing the products, we reference the category as the associated tag. So we include all the associated categories and tag data. Oh, and tag data actually. So we may actually just get to do a little bit of coding here. Do we need yeah, sure, let's go ahead. I'm not sure actually how to do doubles, but I think it would be something like tag, maybe, intuitively. Maybe I might have to change something up a little bit here, but we'll see if this works. And I'll actually have to restart the server for this. This is okay, cool, right? Because we get to, so for tag, what were the, so we're gonna go to seeds and talk about, and it's just tag name. All right, so we're gonna just tag underscore name, and pop. All right, so it's working. Let's go ahead and do a little call back. A little call for our API here. And now we're doing products. Ooh. Let me just double check this. I'm gonna do this on, well, sorry if I'm not sure if there was a time limit for these, but I'm gonna go ahead and just look at my notes and we can figure this out together. Which is one of my favorite parts of making videos, because like stuff like this, like first of all noticing it and then debugging it with just in front of the camera, it puts me on the spot. I'm comfortable with being on the spot, even if I can't get it in the video, which I think I will. So let's go ahead. We have this will be over here. Trust the authors. Yeah, okay, so it is as I wrote it. It's just like, we just need to add a couple of things here. So let's go ahead and put it in there like that. And then close this off, curly brace. Create a new curly brace over here. Oh, this should be on the inside. Alright, and that looks good to me. Okay. Do we need another model? Yeah, okay, so include model that. And then model Actually, wait, this might actually just work. Yeah, this may work like that. And it's saying it to the. I may try this. I feel like I'm missing something, so let's go ahead and try it. So. So let's go ahead and do it just so I can see it a little bit better. I'm gonna format this, what I'm doing here. I think it makes more sense if it's like, okay, let's take this out. Because then we can do attributes over here. I was actually thinking about doing like this. One more try, and then if it doesn't work, then I will move on. But I think it will work. Okay, we're gonna just do this. I see it now. Include, right? And then, yes, okay. So we're gonna do an array and model. Oh, model will be, sorry, an array of objects, right? Okay, so we're doing a model of objects, and the objects are category, and this one has attributes, and the only attribute that we're setting here is the category dot, oh, it's a string. Name model and guaranteed this works. Go ahead, add some commas and our semicolons, making sure that's also good. Okay, good. All is good. We're gonna go ahead now and get request. Yes, yes, awesome. So, we got it. We did it. We got the ID over here, and then you can see that the tags are also displaying. Cool. Alrighty. Now go into the next phase of our journey. We are now gonna get another get request for product. We're just gonna grab one product with the ID of, let's say we want to do number 2 this time, and we send and check it out. We grab that right there, and I'm actually assuming that it says that we also do the tags, and it seems that over here that I also did not do the text. So what I'm going to do quite simply is copy this include section over here, and I will be posting it over here because code reusability is strong for this one. So here, and now you can see the get request with the ID 2 also does send us the tag. Alrighty, awesome. It's such an awesome program, application, such an awesome thing to learn. Um, Now we're gonna do a create. So this was a post. So it's just so this is the other method that I was talking about earlier in the video. So the product dot create is just a rect dot body. We gather what the requirements are for. This is what. So um if the JSON file doesn't contain these parameters, we're gonna return the error. But once we do fill it out, and we will, um, it it creates in a product property or parameter, right? And then it just maps it out into like the tags and product IDs, and then it returns then it creates the IDs and tags. And so now I'll show that, show this part of the code. Right, so like if they're, I'm not sure if I explained that correctly, but like if there's product tags, we need to create pricings to bulk create in the product tag model. So with that being said, let's go ahead and run it. This is a post request for categories. Oh, sorry, for our products. Okay, and what we will be posting is this. Sorry, just gonna copy and paste this. Oh, okay, so we're actually gonna need to put these bad boys, quotation marks. Nice. So as you can see, baseball has been added. And now if we do a little get request, baseball right there. I hope we're not repeating ourselves here. Let's see. Oh, this is just showing also the tags. It gets kind of okay. Let's go ahead and. Oh, it added 14. I think. Okay, let me see here. Let's do 11. Okay, good. Products. Let's do 6, 7. It might be 6 because there now we have 6, right? Yeah. So it just has tag name, which we didn't fill out, and I guess it's fine, but because we don't have a category for it, which we could add, but then I'd have to delete it. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and delete it and create a new response. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's move on over here. There might be an error actually in our delete. Yes, there is. So there's a problem right there. So we have a rect dot. Is it rect dot body? Yeah. Yeah. Bad request. Maybe it isn't rect dot body. Let me double check that. Oh. Oh. But we didn't get that error. Excuse me. While I debug again, I might have to remake this video, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's become very long. Um, let's have these side by side. This is pretty much a whole video, just me recoding this. Sorry. Um, oh, that's why. It's because because of the reusability of the code, I literally probably just copied the ending because I know I wrote this part for sure. But this part was just getting really repetitive, like the res status JSON and then res status catch error part. Anyway, yeah. So now, oh gosh, that was so easy. Uh, it wasn't that. So yeah, now that we got through we can go ahead and do a get request, and you're gonna see a null when we search for 6 because there's nothing there. And now the put request. Going back and doing a post request, and we're actually gonna hit all the parameters. So we're gonna go to we may actually have to create a category, right? Another post. Because we do not have anything with category ID 7, and it should be category name anyway. I hope it didn't. Nah, we're good. So category name, we're gonna do sports. Okay, and let's try to send that. Will it work? Oh, it actually does send. Interesting, but we don't have any. Okay, we'll find out. Oh, we did that again. So it adds in product 8, 9, 10, and it does add. So just give me a second to look at actually. Sorry, I haven't had much sleep. I've been working. Bulk create. I think it works good, right? Yeah. What was I gonna do? Can't seem to remember now. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do a get categories. Okay, bring my focus back. Seems to be an error again. And this was just working a second ago. What have I done? Is it a spelling thing? Well, I'm just realizing how difficult Ali's job must be. Our professor, for whoever is watching, his name is Ali. He's a really good guy. Awesome teacher, but I'm starting to understand. Maybe not, probably not even close, but I can kind of get a gist of what's happening in his mind. But everything does have an answer, so lucky for us, right? Is it? What is the error? we have categories. API category. I'm gonna restart the server. Something didn't sit right with the code. I'm sorry if the music is getting increasingly weirder. It was supposed to, but I wasn't supposed to run into all these errors, as this was working very well prior to me actually starting to record. Yeah, so it does send, but for some reason the get all request is not. This is probably because of number 6 or number, let's say it starts at 8. No? 7? Let's go ahead and do 11. Okay, so 7, 11. Let's do 9. Okay, so we're gonna do just the categories, just get all categories, and now we're getting an error. All right, which is cool. Not sure why we'd be getting an error. Model product attributes, okay, and then with the ID. Oh, that's right there is the problem. I should do some editing, but no editing software on this PC. We'll see if I have the time. I also have to get to my other assignments. Make videos for those as well for you lovely people. Huh, still getting that error. But that definitely, because it, what happened to products? I think it's like like a click and drag, or yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright. Is it because we didn't add, it's because we took out the category name? Maybe you do need it. Maybe it's mandatory. Category ID. We're learning still. Thought I'd learned a lot, but still learning. And that's not how you spell category. I haven't learned enough, but yes, that did fix it right there. Mandatory, very mandatory. And you can see here, we have shoes, but we do not have, which is something I've been trying to do. There's another post request. So sorry. We're gonna do a post request, and we're gonna do category name, sports. Oops. Go ahead and posted that. Going back to the get request. Alright, cool. We're gonna go ahead and talk about products here. Back to products. I don't think that's the wrong route. There we go. Alright, so now we got a lot of products. I'm gonna delete some of these products, okay? Starting from 8. So let's go ahead and delete 8. Yeah, anything above 5 we can delete. So 6, 7. I think it just starts at 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's about it. Now we're gonna do a post. Oh yeah, and we're gonna do category name as sports. So we're gonna send that. Boom, 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 bam, bam. We got this. Alrighty. And now we're gonna do a get. Let's get a get, and here, wait, we're at the 7. No, 8. 6. Let's do a product all and find out exactly. ID 5. ID 11. See, it starts at 11. I was doing this earlier, but this is what, yeah, so it does work though. Works well. Alright, moving on. Sorry for taking so long, but it's good because we figured out that this needs to, and everything's functioning the way it should be, top to bottom. Yeah, and the delete, we just did that, and tag routes is pretty much the same thing. We can just change the tag name if we wanted to. Sure, we can create and then delete and then all that stuff. So lastly, I'll just leave it. Okay, so we're gonna do tags. Look at all our tags. Awesome tags. Okay. Now I'm gonna create a tag. Tags. Oh, we didn't do one with ID, so let's do ID 4. You get that nice, cool looking. Yep, and then we're gonna do a tag. What are tag names? Looking like pop music, blue, red, green, white, gold, pop culture. Okay, let's do white. Wait, do we have white already? No. Oh yeah, we do. Let's do black. We have added the black, and you can see it auto increments very well. And let's go ahead and do a post. We're gonna change tag, so like we're updating here. Tag 9. Alrighty, and we're gonna change the tag name from black to gray. Wait, do we have? I want to pick a cooler color. Sorry, guys. I'm weird. I like to make my work fun. Wrong route. It's tags. That's wrong route. Wrong route is wrong route. We gotta go debug. Alrighty, let's go here. Const tag. Alright. Right dot body. Word. Looks good to me, right? I'm gonna go check the routes. It is tags. Gonna check tag seed, tag underscore name. Change it to purple. It's saying wrong route, but it's saying also it's okay. Oh, it's because this is a post. Interesting. It should be put. There we go. And as you can see, we changed it to purple from black to purple. All right, we're getting there. Oh yeah, and I think that's about it. I guess we could delete, right? What else does tag have? What else have we? What else do we need? Yep, just to delete. And last but not least, we will be tag underscore tag underscore delete. No, underscore. Lack of sleep, man. I'll do it to you. I'm gonna just go ahead and tags again. S, by the way, and delete the one. Oh, right, to show that we don't have tag ID 9 anymore, because we destroyed it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video and just sticking through it all with me. We did a little bit of coding and a little bit of debugging. I mean, it had a little bit of everything. It had its ups, it had its downs. Definitely a lot to gum that we've learned here. The one thing to take away is probably looking back at the models at the index. Did I say index level? I meant the index level. Yeah. I guess since I did so much debugging, I wasn't planning on it, but since we did it, might as well just go ahead and rock with it, right? So, looking at it, let's see what we got. See, that's the only thing that's should I even wrap this in? Yeah, it should be wrapped. Let me double check that. Okay, so what it's saying here is product belongs to, okay, so products has many tags. Do product tag. And belongs to, right, okay, so, and product underscore tag would make sense because product underscore tag, okay. Yeah, so this is the error from before, and we've just fixed it. Because through, and then it needs to be the model. Oh, wait a minute. The through keyword, yeah, it needs to be model name. Model. Yep, and now all is good, all is well. Thank you for watching again, and I hope I was able to explain the code well enough for everybody to understand. And please leave any questions or comments that you have in the comment section below. Thank you again for watching.